Hi guys, I want to go over your latest assignment with you to make sure that you understand what you're doing. I'm starting out in Student View and I'm looking at the module. Now the module is, of course we've talked about it before, this is Chapter 1, The Nature of Accounting, and that's the name of the textbook. That's the name of the chapter of the textbook that we're using. And since we are still in Chapter 1, all of your assignments are arranged in date order. I'm going to go to the, first I'm going to go up here to your textbook. Now this is in the module, and your textbook is for your information. It has all kinds of the information that goes through all of the information that we have done so far in this chapter is located here in the textbook. And what I'm going to do today, and it is always here in your module, it's under the textbook heading. So please refer back to it if you have questions, because that's what it is there for. But right now I'm going to scroll down to page 28. And I just want to show you how to get to it, where it is. So here, this is what we're going to be working on today. The assignments that you had, actually they were for Monday. It is to prepare an income statement, a statement of owner's equity, and a balance sheet. So here is your template that you can use. And again here, see it's page 28, and you can see that it is there for your use. I'm going to show you that, and then now I'm going to go to our problem. So our problem, I'll scroll down to Monday's assignment, and on the assignment you had a page here before you begin this assignment. Make sure you always look at the module and that you look for the pages, because a lot of times I will provide you information that you may not see if you just go to your to-do list. So here is before you begin this assignment, and it tells you to refer to your textbook, Chapter 1, The Nature of Accounting, page 28, which is just where we went. So I've also given you, this is always here for you to look back on, okay? The next thing I'm going to go to is your Quick Practice 1-4. This was the first assignment, and it is the income statement, because you know you always prepare the income statement before you prepare anything else. If you scroll down, you'll see here is the information that you will use to prepare the income statement. And these are all of the accounts for the Premier RV Park for the year ended December 31st, and we'll say 2019. So, you know, you're not going to use all of these accounts in the income statement, but these are all of the accounts that you will be using on all three. Some will be the income statement, some will be the statement of owner's equity, and some will be the balance sheet. Now, the way a list of accounts is presented, they always do assets first. Cash through land is your assets. Accounts payable is your liability. Remember, liabilities are things you owe, they're debts. Then all of your accounts pertaining to equity, the owner's equity accounts, are here. And you have revenue, and then you have a list of your expenses. So when you prepare your income statement, I'm going to go back to your example here. Your income statement is, you're going to put the name of the company, the name of the financial statement, and the time period. Now for an income statement and for a statement of owner's equity, you are giving a period of time. It's for one point, the beginning to the end. It's like a video. So that's why it says for the month ended, and then it tells you the ending date. It will tell you the period of time. Yours is going to say for the year ended December 31st. The income statement is the revenue. So you're going to have a revenue. Then you're going to list revenue. Then you're going to have an expenses title, and you're going to list all of the expenses. Now notice in this, the revenue, you only have one, so you're going to put it in the right column of your financial form. And then your expenses are going to be listed in the left column, so you're going to total them here. Notice the line, you'll have total expenses, and then your net income is your revenue minus your expenses. Now the reason you prepare your income statement first is because you have to have your net income number to go down to your statement of owner's equity. See how that goes from one statement to the next. And then you prepare your statement of owner's equity and you get your ending capital number, and that's going to be used on the balance sheet. So be aware of that. There is a certain order that you prepare your financial statements. Okay, so let's go back to our problem. Our problem is to prepare an income statement. So we're going to use revenue and all of our expenses. The way you get to your form is you're going to come back up here, and here's a blank financial form. And your instructions tell you, and it opens up Google. If this does not open, that means you probably can't get in your Google Drive, so email me if you cannot. First thing you want to do is you want to say File, make a copy. So come over to the name, and you're just going to change the name. And you're going to make it Income Statement. And then click OK. And you'll notice that this changes to Income Statement. And that's what you want it to do because that's the financial statement you're going to be preparing. Now, remember you always have to start out with the name of the business, Premier RV Park, and then the name of the financial statement, and then the time period. And then you always begin an income statement with your revenue. So that's my title for revenue, and then I'm going to put the name of my account. And I believe it was Revenue from Services. And let's check that. Let's go back here, and we'll scroll down, and it is Revenue from Services. It was $52. So I'm going to come back to my income statement, and that was the only one, so I'm going to say 52. Then I'm going to come here and start my expenses. And if I go back to my problem, I see that I have salary, utilities, maintenance, and miscellaneous. So I'm going to indent that a little bit just so it looks neater. I'll come back and get my amount, salary, $33, and I'm going to list it here. Then the next one, I'm going to go back, and the next one is utilities expense for $7. And $7. And I'm not going to complete it for you, but you get the idea. So I'm going to finish listing the expenses, and then I'm going to total them here. And I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to say total expenses. And then I'm going to total all of my expenses and put this here. And then I know, because I've worked the problem before, I know I'm going to have more revenue than expenses, so I'm going to have net income. So my net income will be my revenue minus my total expenses, and I'm going to put this number here. And then after you do this, you have saved it. When you come back to your problem, when you submit your assignment, you're going to submit it as a file upload. So you are going to choose your file, and then you're going to go to your Google Drive, and choose the income statement. And then you're going to submit assignment. If you have questions, let me know. You can reach me on our inbox, or you can reach me on Remind.